So in this video, we will be discussing about how you should write an answer in the AA paper. So the first tip and trick is what lot of students do, they keep on writing everything from the case. So case follow करना है, scenario follow करना है, but the answer should not be exactly from the case. You have to write something which is not as per the textbook, which is not as per the case. You have to write your advice. You are advising to the client, you are advising to the shareholders, to the audit committee. So you have to frame your answer like that. So we will be getting a lot of questions in which risk is being involved. Like we have a question from the audit risk. So the first thing you have to do in these type of question is you have to analyze the risk. Then what is the implication of the risk? How the risk is being applied on the company. So this is something you have to take care of. So you'll be taking out the risk, how it is having an implication over the company, and what procedure you will be defining, because you are going to be an auditor. So you are designing the procedure, what procedure an auditor have to follow. So think yourself as an auditor when you are giving your answer. So ultimately, when it comes to the risk-based questions, first of all, find out the risk, how it will be affecting a company, and finally, what procedures you will be deciding at the time you are doing an audit. The next thing we are talking about is make sure you will be clearly specifying the financial statement impact. Like if you are getting the question where the financial statement items are there, make sure कोई item overstated है, understated है, you will be specifying that. किस आइटम पे कितने डॉलर्स का कितने पाउंड्स का इंपैक्ट पड़ा, यू विल बी कैलकुलेटिंग दैट एंड यू विल बी स्पेसिफाइंग दैट इन योर आंसर. इट विल हैव द स्पेसिफिक मार्क्स. सो मेक श्योर दैट यू विल नॉट बी सेइंग दैट यू आर नॉट राइटिंग दोज नंबर्स. यू हैव टू राइट दोज नंबर्स एंड दैट विल बी क्लियरली स्टेटेड इन योर आंसर. द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज वी गेट द क्वेश्चन रिगार्डिंग assertions, relevant assertion. Like we normally think about the mnemonic which is CAPCROC. Completeness, accuracy, presentation, disclosure. So you have to be very, very clear with that. What assertion you will be using. Suppose if you are just analyzing the transaction, if you are analyzing the specific account, then there is a different assertion will be used. When you are analyzing the assets, the liabilities of the company, different sort of assertions you are going to use. So this is something you should be adding in your answer. Now the next thing is we will be getting the questions out of ethics topic. So how you should be dealing with those topics. When I'm saying ethics, so as an ACCA member, you have to be ethical. You have to think about integrity. You have to think about objectivity, your responsibility towards your client. What is your responsibility as a member in practice, as a member in business? So you have to think about that. You have to give it in your answer. Specify that. लिखना पड़ेगा and you will get the number for that. Ultimately उसके बाद the next thing will be the impact. If you are not working with the integrity, what should be the impact? उसका क्या impact होगा? And what safeguard should be taken? You have to specify each and everything. उसके बाद multiple threats आ जाते हैं which you have to take care of. You will be adding it in your answer. It is an advocacy threat, self-review threat, self-interest threat, whatever the threat is there, you have to specify that. In the ethics question, we have to frame our answer accordingly. We will be getting the question, we have to specify each of these things. Then the next very, very important thing is, lot of students ask कि sir answer कितने words में होना चाहिए. So it's not clear कि कितने words में होना चाहिए. Make sure your answer looks good. It should be concise. It should not be very lengthy. सामने वाला person is not free कि वो आपका आंसर, आपने इतना बड़ा आंसर लिखा and they are just reading each and everything. They just look into the key points and if they don't find, वो सीधा marks देंगे 0 या फिर 1 or 2, whatever it is. So make sure your answer is looking good. It's concise. It's properly written in a professional language. So in this paper, what most of the students forget is you have to think like an auditor. If you become an auditor, if you enter into the shoes of an auditor, what should be your words? You have to write in that way. उससे अलग नहीं होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं एज अ स्टूडेंट व्हाट आई हैव टू राइट आई विल बी राइटिंग दैट ओनली, मेरा जो मन किया मैंने लिख दिया, यू विल नॉट गेट द मार्क्स फॉर दैट. तभी ऑडिट में इफ यू सी द पासिंग स्कोर वो ऑटोमेटिकली कम हो जाता है. द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज राइट द क्लियर वर्ब्स. इफ यू आर इंस्पेक्टिंग द बुक्स डोंट राइट एग्जामिन वर्ड. Inspection is different, examining is different. If you are calculating something, use the word calculate. If you are doing the calculation again, use the word recalculate. ऐसा नहीं है कुछ भी लिख दिया दोबारा कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं, still you are writing calculate. So make sure about this thing. Audit report अगर आती है तो you will be examining, you will be reviewing the financial statements. Compilation में अलग लिखना होता है, examination में अलग लिखना होता है. So I know बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को उसका डिफरेंस भी नहीं पता होता, स्टिल दे हैव कंप्लीटेड द सिलेबस, उसका डिफरेंस नहीं पता. सो मेक श्योर यू विल बी अंडरस्टैंडिंग ईच एंड एवरी वर्ड प्रॉपरली. द नेक्स्ट मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, डोंट ओवर राइट इन योर एग्जाम. जैसे अभी हमने डिस्कस किया था कितना आंसर लिखे. सो मेक श्योर फॉर एवरी मार्क यू विल बी गिविंग 1.8 मिनट्स. 1.8 मिनट में अगर आप 10 वर्ड लिखते हो तो 10 वर्ड लिख के यू विल बी गेटिंग 1 मार्क. It will be like that only. So don't overwrite. So these are the tips and tricks for the audit paper. And if you follow these tips and tricks, there is a higher chances that you'll pass your paper in the very first attempt. So this is all about the audit paper tricks. Thank you so much everyone. All the best for your paper.